I'm not sure if I showed you this or not. Remember, I told you I was going to notch in the hinges and stuff. And see, I did. See that nice little gap there. Now I didn't want that gap too big, but yet I don't want it so close that the doors rub. And so I notched this area out from there to there. Notched it out at the bottom, at the top, over there, at the bottom. Move that over about 1/8, move this over about 1/8, 3/16, and then I thought, okay, if I have too big of a gap, then I can adjust these in. Adjust those in, adjust those in. I did all that, and now, look at that. They close just fine. And I'm going to have to do some adjustments with the, you know, when I put the bumpers on, make sure they're all hitting right. And if they're not, or if there's any warped door, make sure I can pull that out or push it in. Pull this out, push it in. There's several adjustments you can do with these hinges, okay? And on this one, this cabinet is separate from this cabinet, and you can see that underneath here. See that cabinet stops right there. From here that way to the left, and then another one from there over. And then when they connect those, they line them up flush on the front before they have the doors on. And they take these small little finish screws with small heads. See how small that head is? And there's where's the other one? Right there. See? There's one there, and there's one up there. Right there. Okay? And those, two of them happen to be within this slot, because once I notched this, I wanted to make the notch just a little bit oversized up and down, so that if I needed to raise the entire door up, I could, or lower the entire door. I have just a little bit of a slop, and son of a gun, if that screw wasn't right in my way. See where it used to be? Right there, so I had to take it out, pre-drill a hole from there into the other cabinet face frame, and drill the screw in there, hold my mouth just right, because you don't want to come out of the face. You've got to drill those straight in and get those sucked back in there, because I had to do it at that bottom one, and I also had to do it at the top one. Same thing. Okay? But then I got it all adjusted, and it's looking mighty fine. Okay? And then I did a once over, made all adjustments on these doors and stuff, tightened that up a little bit, because those weren't self-closing, those weren't soft close hinges, and more times than not, we don't even use those above the refrigerator. But I was able to adjust the hinge to make the gap a little bit smaller, because see, all these gaps are about this size now between the double doors, see? And so I moved those in, because once I put these different hinges on, it kind of made these a little bit smaller. The other hinges, this gap was just a hair bigger. And so then I did the same thing down here. This gap the same, this gap the same, and all that. Okay? And so there you go. Soft closing hinges. Can you take old ones off and put new ones on? You betcha. I'm liking them. Just make sure you get the right ones. Remember, you can get these 1/2 inch, 3/4, 1, and 1 1/4, and that happens to do with the thickness and how these come out and what type of doors you have and all that kind of stuff. So when you take your other concealed door hinge off, make sure you take it to the store, the entire piece, so that you can line it up and get the right ones. Well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos, and I have no idea what I'm going to show you next, but I'll find something.